Okay, I'm back. I retake that last shot there. I don't know. Anyway, so I want to tell you. So I told you about Lee. Lee's a good guy. He bought that house, got that Camaro I told you. So I got Lee, I got Nick, I got Tom, Chad. And then I got my Carusi boys. They're the best. They're all good. They're all good guys. And I'm happy because it's in New York. I had, Mamma Mia, I had so many friends, good friends. Friends with motorcycles, friends with sports cars, friends with whatever. Yeah. Oh man, I had some crazy friends. Let me tell you a story. There was this little bar in New York. I lived on Long Island. I lived in East Setauket. And there was a little bar in Port Jefferson down the hill. Port Jefferson, right along out, it's beautiful in the spring. Then the summer and the fall. Not so much in the winter. But anyway, they had this little bar down there called Billy's 1890 Saloon. Well, me and my wife stumbled on that one Friday night. We both worked. I got off work. She got off work. She was home early. I got home 5 o'clock, whatever, 6, 5:30. So we used to say, let's go out. We turned out this little bar, a little neighborhood bar. The best food. They had the best cheeseburgers. The food was amazing for bar food. Nothing fancy, just good bar food. Mamma mia. And the people, the guys that owned it, make a long story short, we started going there. And it turned out that we went there every Friday night. So one time I grabbed one of the owners, Craig. I know him good. Now, by this time, I said, hey, Craig. I said, I tell you what. I said, do me a favor? He said, sure, Joe, why? I see that table in the corner there where we sit, where we were sitting tonight. He said, yeah. I said, how about this? Every Friday night, between 5 and 5:30, me and Carol will be here. Just hold that table open for that half hour. But we were never late, I tell you that right now. So he said, sure, I'd do that for you, Joe. So I guess it was about 6 or 7 years every Friday night. It turned out to be beautiful because now you know everybody. The people were wonderful. I could tell you stories. That should be a whole video. Billy's 1890 Saloon. I'll make that a video. But we used to go there every Friday. We had our own table. Nobody could sit there till after 5:30. That was the rule. And we brought friends, we brought our kids, we brought family. Everybody wanted to go to Billy's and hang out with Smokin Joe and Aunt Carol. So that went. We were going there until we moved, 27 years ago. Had a fire after we left or whatever. But they did. It burned down. They fixed it though. They reopened it. I think new owners. I'm not sure. So anyway, we come out here to Arizona. We tried every freaking Italian, every restaurant in town. The food ain't the same as on that East Coast. You all know that. Right? East Coast food, the best. Anyway. So we started looking for restaurants. Finally, we go to Tutto Sante's over here. Good, beautiful, fancy, expensive Italian restaurant. We loved it. Got to know the waiters. Fabio was one of the servers, and Franco. No, not Franco. forget it. I'll think of it. Anyway, so we started going. They closed it a year later, whatever. Not even 2 years. I don't think it was probably like too high end for this area. I don't know. People didn't want to go. I don't know why it went under. It went under. So now we're screwed again. We got no restaurant. So we tried here. We tried there. Now one of the waiters, Fabio from Tuttosante, he opened a little pizza place. Oh, we went. Nice pizza. But that's not what he did. He didn't want to do that. He bought a trailer. And he had a pizza oven shipped from Italy. His family shipped him the oven. Handmade by Mason, Italian masons shit. So he mounts the pizza oven on this trailer with a beautiful pickup truck. And he starts going around catering parties. You have a party at your house in the beautiful winter, everybody's outside. You have 20 people, 10 people, 2 people, whatever. He comes and cooks you fresh pizza right there. Anyway, he did that for a few years and saved them and opened a restaurant. Now he's doing fantastic. He's got a restaurant, he's got a panini lunch, panini and gelato place. He's doing wonderful. God bless him. He's a beautiful man. Now, I said the same thing to him. You can't get in that place, Fabio. It's amazing. The food is good. So now we're going there a year. You kind of call up on Saturday, 2 for 5 o'clock. We're sitting there one night. My wife, I said, no. So my wife brought it up. She's good, Caroline. You can't get nothing by her. She says to me, she says to Fabio, you know something? She says restaurants in New York. I know of one where people own a table. That's their table. And nobody else could ever have that table. He's looking at it. Says, yeah. So now I knew it. I said, listen, Fabio, we want that table. Carol says, Fabio, every Friday night, Saturday night, we were going to the Billy's was Friday. Every Saturday night at 5 o'clock, Joe and I will be there. Some nights just a 2, some nights we guess, whatever. If we're not going to come, we'll call you. I'll call Jenny. Jenny's his wife. She really runs that end of it. So beautiful gal. Jenny got 2 little girls to die for. I love the whole family. So anyway, he looks at me and says, you want your own table. You want to come every Saturday night, walk in here, 5 o'clock, people are waiting. You want to walk in, sit down, and have your dinner. Yeah, that's what I want. You got it. So for the last, I'm going to say 3 years, every Saturday night, that's where me and Carol are. It's wonderful. Walk right in, people are waiting, people get turned away, you can't get in unless you make the reservation, whatever. Not me. I walk in, I take the candies, all them little beautiful girls he's got in there working. They're all good kids, man. They work their ass off. I tell you one thing, this guy's so lucky, Fabio. He's got the best crew you ever seen. The service, my little Celine, I love that little girl. She's the cutest little thing you ever seen, but she's good. She's on top of shit, A to Z. Then he's got Mauricio. Oh, that's a whole story I'm going to tell you, Mauricio. I love that man. He's badass. And then you got some beautiful service. You got Tina. Beautiful chick. You got my 2 little girls at the crew, they're not only nice looking, and that don't mean nothing, but you know what I mean. They're good looking girls, guys, and they do some job for him, man. He don't even have to be there if he don't want to be there, because it runs. Anyhow, that's the story about Fabio's. That's the story about my own table and shit. And it's nice to be able to do that. So I have friends come. This guy called Joe, come on down. We got people from like when my nephew comes. We got a nice walk right in, sit down, nice Italian restaurant. So other than that, well, you know what I think I'm going to do? I don't know how to put these together. You know what? Carusi gave me an app, and I downloaded it. He started to do. We downloaded it, and I opened it, and it's how to make a movie. You could show me a plate of lasagna would look better than trying to figure out what the hell was in there. No good. I don't know how to do it. I don't have the patience. I don't have the whatever, but I ain't doing it. But Carusi, someday you got to teach me. See, if you got somebody to explain it to you, Joe, you do this, you do that, you put the two together, bing, 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 done. Then I'd understand, I'd do it. But to read the book, you got to do this. And they have shit in there that I don't even know what they are. Big words, not big words, but words I don't know. What the hell am I? Anyway, so I think that's it. You know what? What time is it? Holy shit! It's I got a ball game at 4 o'clock today. I like the baseball. I like my Diamondbacks. They're a young, tough team, man. You know, I've been watching them since I moved here. Since they opened the franchise 20 some odd years ago, whatever it was, 90 something. Yeah, they won the World Series 2 years after they. Anyhow, I like the team. I follow the team. Last night was one of the best games I ever seen. It was 16 to 14. Unbelievable. They played the Atlanta Braves. What a freaking game. You're on the edge of your seat. I'm going to say peace. I'm going to say I love you guys. You know what? As long as this temperature still stays like this, I'm going to make a little movie every day. I won't put it on every day because then I don't want you to get tired of my bullshit. So I put a couple on every week. Now, I got some more subscribers. I hope everybody just enjoys my bullshit. Because a lot of it's just bullshit. But you know what? I meant to tell you one thing, and then I'm going to go. I tell these stories. Germany, bing, ba, bang, here. I got the goddamn pictures to back it up. You go out in my garage. We talk about Germany, talked about my Volkswagen. I got the pictures, right? Before and after. I've even got a picture of the guy that painted it. Yeah. So, my stories are true. I wouldn't bullshit you. Sometimes you sway off a little bit here and there, but you know what? If I'm going to make these movies, I got to tell the truth. I will, because I'm that kind of guy. I tell the truth. That's the way you got to live your life. You like somebody, you tell him he's a piece of shit. You don't want to tell him, you just blow him off. Gone, done. But anyway, let me go. I got to get ready for the ball game. I put my uniform on now, the Diamondbacks. I love you guys. Keep on doing what you're doing. Keep on watching. And I'll give it a Carusi. Peace. Bye-bye.